My name's John Hayter. I'm from a little village called East Tiverton in Wiltshire, and this is my son, Danny Hayter. I've got to blame Danny really because he lives here in Portsmouth and said, "Dad, why don't you do the Great South Run with me?" And I said, "Well, why don't we do it for Macmillan?" After the experience of losing my father from cancer in May this year, after a long battle against bowel cancer, giving something back for what they did for him. Macmillan were instrumental in getting my father an electric bed so that when he came out of the hospice, he could be comfortable in his own home and had all the day-to-day comforts and support from a Macmillan nursing. It meant my mother didn't have to travel up to the hospice or a hospital, had it been the case, and he was able to have his last moments, special moments, with the family. He died at home, in his sleep, peacefully and with dignity. And to have his children, his wife, my mother, grandchildren and great-grandchildren all around him in those last few days will stay with me as a memory forever.
Macmillan were just there not only to help Grandad but to help my nan as well. They would come in and they would ease that stress by making sure that Grandad had the right medication, making sure that he was comfortable day to day, which left Nan to still run the house, which she's very proud to do. The Great South Run is something that you always hear about in the media, and to have a charity to run it for was obviously going to be something that I wanted to do. Knowing the help that Macmillan gave us, we're just basically putting two and two together, and it wasn't very difficult to know that Macmillan were going to be the charity that I was going to run for, to try and give you that something back to Macmillan that obviously my family got given going through very tough times.
I was travelling down to Portsmouth today for the Great South, obviously anticipating it might have been a sunny day, but the grey weather and the wind hasn't dampened anyone's spirits because the whole atmosphere is so electric. It's just, everybody is so supportive. Everybody is being patted on the back. Even when you're running along, there's people saying, "Well done, go on," and people on the sideline saying, "Well done, Macmillan, go on, Macmillan." And of course there's the Macmillan team as well along the way with all the banners, which does, just when you're starting to lose a little bit of momentum and these people say, "Come on, Macmillan," and you sort of, "Oh yeah, come on," and it just makes you sort of pick yourself up a bit. Come on, you're doing this. This isn't hard compared with what some people have gone through.
Running with Dad was brilliant, something that we've never done before, and knowing what we were doing it for and who we were doing it for, I think just made it extra special. At the 6 mile point, it does really start to hurt. You do sort of think to yourself, "Oh, I could slow down now and maybe have a little walk," but then you just sort of think, and what ran through my mind was the sort of pain that maybe Grandad was going through at the time, and that just sort of spurs you on, just keeps you going. I raised around 150 to 200 pounds, still a few bits and bobs to count up. And Dad?
Yeah, I've got about 400. The generosity of my work colleagues is amazing. Running the Great South Run and raising money for Macmillan would make my dad so proud. Read it a week.